Thank you. Welcome, my faithful followers of the Stonehead Nation Church. You may be seated now. You know, with all the world is offering these days, turmoil, death, destruction, we, as a human race, must do some self-reflection. Yes, some soul-searching, and spread the word of the Holy Spirit. There are those that will sin. We are all sinners. I am reminded of one of my favorite sayings in the Bible. He who is without sin cast the first perry stone. John 8:7. I may have taken a liberty there, but what the hey. So brothers and sisters of Stonehead Nation, let's start spreading the word. The word, ladies and gentlemen. Go out. Doesn't matter if you know that person or not. Spread the word. Do it now, before it's too late.
Pretty motherfucker.
Really?
I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have
sinners.
to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
You motherfucking accuser. Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you what's going on?
I'm pissed because he won't repent.
Okay.
I just want to get some groceries and go home.
Thank you. Okay, so because his religious views don't match yours, you're mad at
I don't give a fuck because it's gonna burn in hell.
Okay. Then why
And you are too, bitch. If you don't have Jesus Christ as your Savior, you're gonna be down there fucking with them, screaming in holy fucking terror of fucking fire and brimstone. Do you fucking get it?
Yeah, totally understand. But I can't have you yelling and spewing profanities at other people that are in the store.
Well, fuck you then.
I mean, boy, it's not the way to do it.
Answer my fucking question. Fuck you, don't call me ma'am. Who the fuck told you what my title is, motherfucker? Shut the fuck up. Motherfucker!
You can't leave in a peaceful manner. We are going to have the police here.
I do
They will
apologize.
remove
I'm so sorry.
Fuck you.
Ma'am.
You have to repent of your sins
Ma'am.
in order to be saved. Otherwise, you're going to spend eternity in fucking hell. And I don't want that. I want you to be saved.
Ma'am, I appreciate the
I
concern you
want
have
you
for
to be saved, sir. I don't want you to burn in hell for all of fucking eternity. You know that's your fucking mind.
and that is my choice in life.
I want you to please understand how much you love me. That's why I'm doing this.
Ma'am,
This is my job.
I'm not sensing God's love for you right now.
So let me tell you.
So what I need you to
When
do,
you
You know, that's not exactly what I had in mind. I see we need some work here at the Church of Stonehead Nation. All right, let us pray right now for a good show.
Hello and welcome to the Dreamer Jazz Show. Tonight we're making a brief stop here in 1972 to do a cover of an old gospel tune that was originally written and recorded by Arthur Reynolds and his group in 1965. Some years after, the Byrds came along and they did their version of the song in 1969. But tonight, we're going to look into my personal favorite version of the song, which was done by the Doobie Brothers here in 1972. I also thought it's worth mentioning, for the first time on the show, I'll be featuring this 1972 Gibson Les Paul Custom to really make this one count. So I hope you'll enjoy tonight's show. Here's Jesus is Just Alright.
Let's hear ya. Thank you. How are you? Was that the most bizarre opening for the show? If you did not see the opening, because I know some people come in late, that was bizarre. That's one for the ages. Oh, my word. How do you like me as a preacher? Well, I do have my license. As I mentioned before, I can marry people. I do. I have my license hanging up here. I showed it to you before. Why I did that, I don't know. I probably was drunk, but they gave me a license, believe it or not. Anyway, how are you feeling? Welcome to the afternoon of the hump. You know how we roll on this day. Please bring in the camel.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Harry. Hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on. I know you can hear me. Guess what today is?
It's Hump Day.
Woo-hoo! Hump Day!
The revolution starts now. Dirty white boy. 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 Dirty white boy.
And away we go. It is your dirty white boy. Thank you, world, for tuning in today. We have a lot of shenanigans. I mean, a lot of shenanigans today. I got to tell you, it started with that opening. Anyway, let's see who's checking in across the globe here. Ray Proctor. Why do I know that name? Ray Proctor. Procter & Gamble, I'm not sure. But welcome to Stonehead Nation, Ray Proctor. It sounds so familiar. I must know you from someplace. I don't know. Do I owe you money for those hookers that one time that we went down to 42nd Street? Don't know. Donna Nasty Barger, Brandon Farmer's with us. Who else? J.C. Hale. Sonny has his long-ass paragraph. A lot of people tuned in and said, am I on the wrong channel? Again, you have to see the opening. Bill Duff, what is going on with you? Becoming a regular here in the beginning hours of the show. All right, here is Sonny's big-ass paragraph here. The day of the hump is upon us, Stoneheads. Where is the most unusual place that you ever have humped? His words, not mine. Let's see. Where is the most unusual? The only thing I can think of the top of my head would be at a radio station. I know that sounds kind of boring and whatnot, but it is kind of exciting. It is. Because, you know, back in my day, we had turntables. We didn't have all this newfangled technology with computers and stuff that just download the music. And, heck, you just put, it's like you're in a cockpit, you're flying a plane, you can just let the music go. Oh, no. The DJs actually had to work. Yeah, and there were overnight jocks. It has to be manned. You had to cue it up. That's right. So, yes, you had to have sex under the board while the records were going. How much time, honey, do I have left? I got 1 minute left, so come on, let's go. Thank you. Here are a couple of random requests for today. Let's go with this hard rock version of The Boys of Summer covered by the Ataris. I cannot play that version. I will play The Boys of Summer because that is copyrighted. I tried that one time and I got obliterated on Facebook and YouTube. They are signed the Ataris. I used to play them in Norfolk, Virginia. Bill Bass would remember that. I think we played that at 96X. But I will play you another version of Boys of Summer from Don Henley. And the sexy, scary version, I do like it, of Human League's Don't You Want Me Baby, covered by Broken Beach, whatever. Question to you older Stoneheads. In the movie Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, there were a host of bands. Can you name the band that was the Academy of that movie? I don't remember the movie. I know Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I never saw the movie. Weren't the Bee Gees in that movie and Peter Frampton? So that's the only answers I can give you. I never saw the movie. I heard it was absolutely horrific. So I guess I have to go with the Bee Gees? Don't know. So that's my answer. Bill Duff loves the shirt. That's right. And our thanks going out to, somebody bought it for me. Oh, gosh. Justina Barber actually sent this to my house many, many months ago. Yes, many months ago she sent this to me. Thank you wherever you are. She usually, because she works overnight, she will replay this show a little bit later on. So when you do replay it, thanks again for this wonderful shirt that you gave me. Sonny says, I thought Perry was going to answer in the butt. Nah, I'm afraid not. No, I have never had it in the butt. Well, that's not true. I'm lying. My doctor has given it to me in the butt. But then that happens to every person, I guess, when they go through and they put the glove on and it feels like an hour, but it's only really like 30 seconds, if that. Yeah. So, no, I've never had that, and I don't believe I've ever given it to anyone. I may have, in a drunken stupor, missed the wrong entry point, okay? But she didn't say anything, so, hey, no harm, no foul. Just saying. All right. I'm not sure our Stoneheads, we're very, very forthcoming about our lives. I'm not so sure people will be forthcoming about the oddest place that they had the relations. I don't know. We'll see if anybody else answers. See, I don't really care. I'll answer anything to a point. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Bee Gees for his musical question there, even though I didn't see Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. So, I don't know. Here's Sonny's first request, the ever creepy Broken Peach. Don't you want me, baby? Yeah.
You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar when I met you. I shoot you out and turn you around, turn you into someone new. The right just made it
Like to party with those gals. I agree with Sonny. I never noticed that. We've played that video before, but yeah, aren't they doing the Heil Hitler there, the Third Reich? They are in a lot of. I don't know if they meant to do that. I don't. Let me ask from the great beyond, because you know I do talk to the death. I do talk to people. I have a sixth sense. Hitler, are they giving the Third Reich the Heil Hitler there?
Dann weise ich, ihr schließt euch den Kolonnen an und ihr wisst, vor uns liegt Deutschland, in uns marschiert Deutschland, hinter uns kommt Deutschland.
He says he doesn't know and he doesn't give a shit. Could I play the Scorpions rock you like a hurricane? Really? That's what you want to hear?
Dann weise ich, ihr...
All right, all right. Request from the great beyond, ladies and gentlemen. I play requests for the living and for the dead. I don't discriminate. All right, we have an answer to Sonny's trivia question, which dealt with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Club Hearts Band movie, which I didn't see. The bad boy band in the movie in Sgt. Pepper's movie was a band who refused the movie initially, but once they changed the script, they appeared. They didn't want to come off. Oh gosh darn! I'm not even going to look below. It's Aerosmith. They were in it. That's right. Bad Boys. That's right. Gosh, I knew there it is, Aerosmith. I'm not giving myself credit for the win there. I said the Bee Gees. But yes, yeah, I forgot Aerosmith was in that movie. A missed opportunity. Yes, the correct response would be Aerosmith. Pete Jenkins joins us, and indeed, 50 years ago today, one of the most incredible albums ever recorded released. Dark Side of the Moon, still one of the most incredible albums. You can't duplicate Dark Side of the Moon. And that, believe it or not, Pete Jenkins, has set me up for today's Stonehead Useless Jeopardy question. All right, that's right. The category is Pink Floyd. Imagine that. Give me 30 seconds on the clock, please. Thank you. The category is Pink Floyd, in honor 50 years ago, one of the most incredible albums ever recorded, really, through and through. And of course, I still have to try it. It's on my bucket list to sync up the album, Dark Side of the Moon, with the Wizard of Oz. People tell me that it just will blow your mind. Everything works in total synchronicity. Or maybe it's just a lot of or not sure. So anyway, here we go. This is a tough one. You really have to know. By the way, did you know the name of the album is not Dark Side of the Moon? Did you know that? We've been saying it wrong all these years. No, it's The Dark Side of the Moon is the actual title of the album. Okay. Now here we go. You're going to have to think about this, and please don't put on the album or download it. Just think about it. I mean, if you're a classic rock fan, you probably, listen to that album over and over again. What two things begin and end the album? What two things begin and end the album? Okay? What do you hear at the beginning and the end? They're the same. They're two things. Okay? Do you know? Get your answers in. I know it's a tough one. You got to be into The Dark Side of the Moon. Okay? All right, so we'll check out, see if anybody gets the win today. Part 2 of Sonny's request, a summer song. Hey, it's on its way. I know we're jumping ahead right over spring, but that's okay. The Boys of Summer. Don Henley classic on the Perry Stone Show. That looks pretty much like the Don Henley music video from the MTV era. Those are Seven Kingdoms doing the classic Boys of Summer. For some reason, that song always depressed me. I don't know. It's a great song, don't get me wrong, but it always depressed me. It's like the summer's coming to an end, and I don't know. It just bothered me a little bit. I know I'm a little kooky. All right, so today's trivia question, because we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of the most incredible, iconic album of all time, I think, The Dark Side of the Moon. The Dark Side of the Moon. It's not called Dark Side of the Moon. The Dark Side of the Moon. First of all, I want to say hello to newcomer Seth Richardson is joining us today. Thanks for joining Stonehead Nation. Okay, so I mentioned what two things begin and end the album, The Dark Side of the Moon. Okay, let's see if anybody got this head scratcher. Let's see. I don't know if anybody. Sonny says, what is a cash register? Pete Jenkins says, what is narration? I can't recall the exact words of the beginning, but the closing is, it's all dark. Okay. J.C. Hale says, what is a heartbeat? Okay. I can give half credit. I need a little bit more specifics from some of you, okay? The two things that begin and end the album is a heartbeat and spoken word, okay? So, yeah, I guess I will give, half credit. So you needed two there. You needed the heartbeat and spoken word. And for a bonus extra credit here, you can also hear a clock from time and the cash register from money during the intro only, okay? Not in the outro. Hoo-wee! So would you believe the big hit off, and I hate to use that word hit, the big song from that album was Money, of course, right? But did you know Roger Waters says it could have been a blues tune? Roger? Really?
I would have remembered writing Money as a sort of very bluesy thing. Money, we'll get back. I'm alright, Jack. Keep your hands off of my stack. Caviar for a star daydream. Think about me and football team. Listening to the original demo, it's not like that at all. It's all very kind of prissy and very English. Get a good job with more pay and you're okay.
Wow, interesting. So there's the clock. Interesting. So let's go to this. Here's the clip at the beginning, I think, of and the end of the album. See, here you go. Here's the heartbeat. See here the cash register.
I know I've been mad, like most of us are. They had to explain why you were mad, even if you're not mad.
Now here's some trivia for you. Who's talking? At the end, Pink Floyd asked people working in the studio, including the Abbey Road doorman, Jerry O'Driscoll, to tell them about getting mad, or even if they got into a fight. Jerry delivers the last line of the album. There's no dark side of the moon, really. Matter of fact, it's all dark. So, yeah, he was the doorman, Jerry O'Driscoll. That's right. After Jerry delivers that last line, an orchestral version of the Beatles' Ticket to Ride can be heard bleeding through in the background as the heartbeat fades. Why is that? Because the Beatles were in the other room. That's right. Paul McCartney, the Beatles, were recording down the hall. Who worked as the, you're going to love this, I think if Brandon Farmer's with us, he's going to love this answer. Who worked as the engineer on the album and later became the great project producer and artist in his own right? Alan Parsons. Amazing, huh? Yeah. I think we have Alan Parsons here. I got so much stuff here from Pink Floyd sound bites.
We were doing time. He suggested we might like to have these clocks. My memory of it is just this room full of tapes rolling around, because without any sort of computer help, everything had to be done manually.
Getting all the clocks to chime at the right time.
And then the very critical thing of tapes starting at a specific moment, which is all done with hand signs and stopwatches.
Interesting. Here's some Pink Floyd members, David Gilmour in particular. They're discussing the album cover artwork. I think Roger Waters can be heard in this interview as well.
We always wanted to kind of not be on our covers ourselves.
It is probably the most recognisable album cover of all time. Something that you can sit and look at for a long time without getting fed up with it.
The prism is the logo that absolutely defines the record.
Dark Side of the Moon prism design, the light show that the band put on, so I was trying to represent that. Also Rick Wright, who said that he wanted something
simple and bold and dramatic.
The presentation of the design to the band was a fairly brief affair.
Everyone immediately went, terrific, great, let's do that.
Their ability to choose it so quickly and so easily, I just think it's somehow very fitting. I mean, it's hard to imagine it without it, isn't it, really?
You know, what's now interesting, we've discussed it before, and I went off on, I'm sorry, the LGBTQ community had no idea about this iconic album. And the prism with the rainbow, they thought, oh, Pink Floyd's into gay rights. That's not what it's all about, okay? So they wanted to hijack Pink Floyd. You cannot have Pink Floyd. You can have everything. You already hijacked the word gay, which I used to say all the time. Oh, I'm feeling gay today. I'm happy. No, you cannot hijack. No. Bad LGBTQ community. You cannot have the dark side of the moon. I'm sorry. No. Don't go in a tizzy and don't protest. You can't have that.
to warm my bones beside the fire. Far away across the field, holding on beyond them, calls the faithful to their knees. Hear the softly spoken legends cry.
Nicely done. There's no dark side of the moon, really. As a matter of fact, it's all dark. 50th anniversary of The Dark Side of the Moon. Did you know the music from Us and Them, another great track off that album, had been used in a 1970 movie? It was called Zabriskie Point, and Pink Floyd was one of the contributing artists to the soundtrack. The stuff you learn here. Here's David Gilmour and keyboardist Rick Wright talking about it being resurrected for The Dark Side of the Moon.
Sort of amazing to me now that we had that piece of music in 1969 when we recorded the music for Zabriskie Point, and throughout, I guess, Atom Heart Mother, the Obscured by Clouds album, the Metal album, we didn't dig it out and use it. It's such a lovely piece of music. Antonioni would say,
It's beautiful, but it's too sad. You know, it makes me think of church.
it was obviously waiting to be reborn in this album.
And David Gilmour has an acoustic version of Breathe. It was later part of the Classic Albums TV series. One of the bonus clips on the DVD was David Gilmour performing an acoustic version of one of the album's, I guess, best known tracks, Breathe. Here it is, folks. Too much of it, I may get in trouble. That was a documentary shown on PBS stations during the pledge drive, so I don't know if that's copyrighted. We'll soon find out. Anyway, a little tribute, my little homage, if you will, to the Dark Side of the Moon 50th anniversary today. Wow, blows my mind. All right, moving on with the show. You know what today is, ladies, Stonehead Ladies Nation. Guess what? It's your day. It is the first day of Women's History Month. Think about all the great things that women have done in this country. Well, there was Lorena Bobbitt, you know, let's see, Susan B. Anthony, she was good. I am not including the hashtag Me Too movement. They did a lot of foul things to this country. They were just total bitches. I'm sorry to say that. But no, women, you know, I'm trying to think, you know, you can't include, boy, I'm having a difficult time thinking about all the great women. Hillary Clinton? No. Kamala Harris? Hell no. Dr. Jill Biden? No. Well, there were a lot of great women that did stuff in this country. I'm just saying, where would we be without women in the history of them?
In the middle of a cold night in 1947, Bobby Rayette Summers had to use the bathroom. She discovered that after numerous warnings, her husband had left the toilet seat up again. So she shot him. But after a 14-month trial, a jury freed Bobby Rayette, calling it justifiable homicide. Now that moment has been captured by the Bonnie Franklin Mint in a commemorative wall plate series. Great moments in women's history. Each plate depicts an important scene in the advancement of women, like put the toilet seat down. The first plate we'll send you. Later you'll receive other great moments, such as pick up your own damn socks. Stop doing your impression of Curly or I'll kill you. And I do love you, but I won't do that. Order today.
Boy, we got a lot of newcomers today. We have Phil Herrero. Welcome to the show. Jeff Miller. We know who you are. Jefferson Adams, of course, one of the regulars here. Welcome, newcomers, to Stonehead Nation. All right, we'll be back with your viral videos. And Sonny, if you're a newcomer, Sonny's like our music producer here. He knows a lot about music, but he's also very much into XXX, adult, and heathenistic sex acts. He does an Urban Dictionary phrase almost every day. I have one for you, Sonny. In the news, you're not going to believe this. Hide the kids. A man has been arrested for sticking his penis in the beak of a seagull. And I ran, couldn't get away. Ah! The flock of seagulls. A little reference there. Yes, we'll have that story for you here in the next couple of minutes. Out of all the places to stick it, in the beak of a seagull. And why would you be arrested for that? I'll have the gory details next, so stick around. More classic rock. Wow. We are cooking today. Yes, and I do love that outfit. No, but she's a good singer. Very, very good singer. What a nice version, different version of the Doors classic Roadhouse Blues. My word. We're playing some long-ass songs today. What the hell? What do we have to lose? Who's judging us? No big corporation. It's Radio Free Stonehead Nation. Hello, Elizabeth Larney, the Horse Whisperer, and Teresa Coleman joins us today. We have a large crowd today. I don't know what's going on. It's probably those reels. We're reeling in some people here. But anyway, you may want to hide the kids here, but this is a news story. It is true. Those of you that like animals, like I do, I don't see a major problem with this, but others do. Now, this takes place in England, okay? Now, they have different laws and different regulations, obviously, than here in the States. Let me show you a picture of this guy. His name is David Lee. Seems like a nice, unassuming guy. Okay, there he is, David Lee. David Lee allegedly put his penis in a seagull's beak, causing significant suffering to the bird. I shouldn't laugh. He's going to stand trial. Now, wait a minute. Why is he standing trial? It's a freaking seagull. I mean, seagulls are just nasty birds to begin with, okay? But okay. And maybe the seagull liked it. Just saying. He's going to stand trial. He appeared at the magistrate's court. Can you imagine walking in to the court? What is this on the docket? A man stuck his penis in his seagull's beak. What the hell? It's going to be an interesting day for me, I'll tell you that. He's charged with causing unnecessary suffering to a protected animal under the Animal Welfare Act of 2006. The bizarre offense is allegedly to have taken place in Sutherland on Thursday, August 18th, 2022. Wow, it's taken a long time. Prosecutors told the court that Lee, age 39, unservidly did an act where he took a wild bird, forced it down, and placed his penis in its mouth, whereby causing unnecessary suffering to that animal. Do we have another shot of Mr. David Lee? Let's get another shot of him. Oh, stop it. There he is. He doesn't look too happy there. No, he doesn't look happy at all. Well, there he is. Let me get that, fix that. Okay. He was granted unconditional bail until his trial at a later date. Now, while seagulls seem fairly plentiful and are regarded as a pest by many people in the United Kingdom, all species of gull are protected under the Wildlife and Countryside Act of 1981 and the Wildlife Northern Ireland Order of 1985. The act makes it illegal to intentionally or recklessly injure or kill any seagull or damage or destroy an active nest or its contents. Wow. If you killed a seagull, again, this is the United Kingdom, if you kill a seagull, the penalty could be $5,000 and maybe jail time as well. Wow. What are you in for? Well, I put my penis inside a seagull's beak. Yeah, I can't wait to get you in the shower. Well, so that's it. That's it, folks. We'll monitor this story. I'm sure it's very, very important to you. Out of all the animals, too. Why? So what he did was he grabbed the seagull, threw it to the ground, and then did the act. Different. Now, if that happened here, not much is going to happen. But over there, if you're ever thinking about doing something despicable like that, guys, and only guys do things like that. Maybe he was drunk. Maybe he was drunk. Who knows? You know, I should be. I am also an attorney. I'm going to fly over there, man, and defend him. That's right. I'll stand up and I'll say things like,
When you are out of order! You're out of order! You're out of order! The whole trial is out of order! They're out of order! That man, that crazy, depraved man, he told me so! It's just a show! It's a show! Let's make a deal! Let's make a deal! Hey, Frank! You want to make a deal?
Yeah. That's what I would do. Just confuse the whole court and the judge, you know? That's what I would do. All right. Please don't do that to seagulls, all right? Sick bastards. Telling you. Let's honor the seagull right now with the Bad Company song.
Seagull, you fly across the horizon into the misty morning sun. Nobody asked you where you are going, and nobody knows where you're from. Here is a man asking the question, is this the really end of the world? Seagull, you must have known for a long time the shape of things to come. Now you fly through the sky, never asking why, and you fly all around till somebody shoots you down. Down, 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 down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Seagull, you fly across the horizon into the misty morning sun. Nobody asked you where you are going, and nobody knows where you're from. Now you fly through the sky, never asking why, and you fly all around till somebody shoots you down. Down, 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 down. Ooh, the seagull, go on and fly. Ooh, yeah. And you fly to your tomorrow. Lead me to my sorrow. Fly. Thank you.
That's a little deep cut for you from Paul Rogers, Bad Company, and Seagull on the Perry Stone Show. What's going on there, Stoneheads? Nice of you to join us. Elizabeth, I knew that story would affect the Horse Whisperer, the story we just read to you about one David Lee in the United Kingdom who decided, yeah, I'm just bored. I'm going to stick my junk in the beak of a seagull. And now he faces some hard time. But she says that it's true. It's a different mentality over there. But in the U.S., you can shoot a beloved dog in the back, running away from you at 100 feet and get a slap on the wrist. I know you went through that. We all know that terrible tragedy, that story with Elizabeth Larney, and that's true. The assailant, her neighbor, just got a basic slap on the wrist. That's tough, man. That is a tough story. But anyway, but then again, United Kingdom, you can do those kind of things, and then you're going to pay the consequences. Jail time, maybe $5,000 worth. So don't stick your junk in a seagull's beak. How did he even think about that? What am I doing today? I'm so bored. Oh yeah, there's a seagull. Let me stick my junk in that beak. And aren't you like tempting fate? Because the beak is pretty strong. I would imagine he could maybe bite down and chew it off. These are questions I have. If it's strange, it's the Perry Stone Show. What can I tell you? You want to feel old today? Roger Daltrey of The Who. You know how old he is today? 79. I feel old. Yeah, I do. What can I tell you? 79. But not as old as this dude right here. Check this photo out. A Peru man found with a 800-year-old mummy in a bag. I'm telling you, this is I told you it was going to be a strange show, folks. I don't know. I don't know how he acquired this What? I got to read this story here. Police in Peru have seized a mummified human between 600 and 800 years old from a former food delivery man who claimed to have had it at his home for 3 decades. I don't know which story is sicker, the penis in the beak or this. The mummy was in a bag the man had once used to deliver food to people's homes. Oh, my God. So he kept it in a bag, and he's a delivery driver. He delivers food to people's homes, but he kept the mummy in the bag with the food. Oh, my word. The man, 26-year-old Julio Cesar Bajamo, will remain in detention while investigators look into this case. Bajamo told local media the mummy, who he called Juanita, was like my spiritual girlfriend. There you go, folks. At home, she's in my room. She sleeps with me. I take care of her. Now, this is how he acquired it. Bajamo, Mr. Bajamo, said his father brought the mummy home almost 30 years ago. The pre-Hispanic relic was a mummified adult male individual, presumably from the eastern area of Puno, a region in the Peruvian Alps. I mean, I'm floored. The body was wrapped in bandages in the fetal position. Police found the remains in Bajamo's bag on Saturday while patrolling the park. He'd be hanging out with his friends. Well, he's hanging out with Juanita. You can't take... What is coming of this world where you can't take a mummified body to the park with you? So there you go. Well, they took the mummy away from him. Poor mummy. It kind of looks like Joe Biden. It does. Looks like Joe Biden. Oh, my God. So there you go. 2 of the most bizarre stories ever on this show. All right, let's take a look right now at some viral videos that you have sent me. Thanks to everyone. I thought this was very interesting. This guy's, you know how I feel about the Girl Scouts. That's a long story. Read about it in the Radio Days book. But this guy has a very, very interesting perspective on it. Check it out. I think you'll agree with him.
My brother goes to a grocery store the other day, and as he walks out, he sees a sign for Girl Scout cookies. Number 1, he loves Girl Scout cookies. Number 2 is he has the money to buy the Girl Scout cookies. Here's the problem. There's no Girl Scouts at the stand selling Girl Scout cookies. It's only the parents. There's no Girl Scouts there. It's only the parents. My friends, it's not about the cookies. It's about the kids out there hustling and learning and working and overcoming a rejection and struggling. That's what it's all about. It's not about selling the cookies. It's not about raising the money. It's about the kids learning the lessons. We have this generation of kids that get trophies for just being on the team. We're not here just to participate. That's not how life works. It's not how the economy works. It's not how their careers are going to work, and you know that. That's not how it worked for us. And so I want to share with you as a parent. I know how much you love those kids. I know you want the best for them, and you want them to have a better life than you had. I get all that. But the way that you're going to do that is they have to go through the struggle. You can't take away the struggle for them. You can't take away the rejection. You can't take away the rude customer. You can't take away the pain or the heartache they have to go through. That struggle is part of what builds the strength. It's like the iron is strengthened and sharpened and molded in the fire, in the flame. And so my invitation to you is to stop ruining your kids, and to let them go through the hurts that they're going to have to go through. Now, if you disagree with this, I'm cool to hear your opinion. I'd like to hear your perspective. If you agree with me, I'd like to hear your perspective in the comments as well. But as parents, we need to stop ruining our children. My brother goes to a grocery.
Wow. Dead on. Absolutely dead on what he just said. I mean, I can't add anything to it. He's absolutely correct in so many different ways and levels. Wow. Your kids are going to have to deal with it if you have children. Life is about rejection, a lot of rejection, but you have to overcome that. And that's part of, I think, succeeding in life, that you overcame rejection. I still don't like the Girl Scouts. They horrify me.
They're out there, roaming the neighborhood, outside the stores, and at your front door. The Girl Scouts, now selling.
Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. All right, let's see what else was sent my way. Oh.
And stop me, I'm getting out of house.
Got you, didn't it? What?
That's bullshit. Wow. Let me explain this game. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Stoneheads. It's a fun game, but it can give you a little bit of a charge. It could shock you. Basically, the premise is you stick your finger. Everybody, you see all the entry points there. And I guess when a light comes on or something, you have to move it quickly. And the last one who doesn't gets shocked. So, boy, this is what dads do. He knew his son was going to get shocked. We just talked about rejection and facing your fears.
And stop me, I'm getting out of house.
Got you, didn't it?
It's bullshit. Say it. Bullshit. Bullshit.
What?
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit. Yes, kid. Welcome to the world. All right, let's see what else was sent my way. This is bullshit. Let's do a little Queen here. Bites the dust. They are clever birds. Yes. I think we all know who sent that my way. All right, what else is happening here? Oh, this is fun. Ooh. Oh, wow. It's all fun and games. You think you're hot stuff? Yeah, Mr. Big Man on campus. Yeah, show off. That's what you get for showing off, man. All right. Let's see what else. We'll get right back into the music, celebrating Roger Daltrey's 79th birthday today. Here we go. Oh, this is classic. Brilliant. That is brilliant. Trying to keep my property value low so my rent doesn't increase. I have to try this. This is genius. I love it. I absolutely adore it. Genius. Absolute genius. All right. Let's go to the birthday boy, Roger Daltrey. 79 today. I cannot believe it.
Little Who song for you.
Happy birthday, Roger Daltrey, 79 today. I love The Who. Big fan. I've got all their albums. Love them. Oh, well. We've been playing a lot of great classic, iconic songs today. I guess that's the common theme, the common thread. And, you know, when you talk about it, I always talk about the Mount Olympus of that definitely is one of them. You talk about Freebird, Stairway to Heaven. That is on the list. That is on the Mount Olympus of Hall of Fame great or greatest rock songs of all time. And there are others, but I just mentioned a few. Won't Get Fooled Again from the classic Who's Next? Yes. Speaking about long songs, our good friend Donna Nasty Barger, she sent and we love this band, we play them all the time, The Main Squeeze. And they have a new song, and they're doing a tribute to Led Zeppelin, Dazed and Confused. So we're going to play that in the next couple of minutes. But today, ladies and gentlemen, as you see in the heading, the subject line of the show, I think we're experiencing some technical difficulties here. I see a red flag, which means on my end that we're having some internet issues, so I'll just keep on going. But yeah, the subject line is National Pig Day. There's a day for everything. National Pig Day. I don't know what you're supposed to do. I don't even want to ask what you do. Do you have pork? Do you eat pork, or you do a lot of porking? Yes. Speaking of that, I see that Sonny has his Urban Dictionary term coming up. Has to do with, well, another common thread would be birds. Yes. Wow, it looks disturbing. It is called the Alabama Pigeon Drop. One can only imagine. But anyway, National Pig Day. Here's Tim Allen. Yes, the Tim Allen. Remember him from Tool Time? He is back as Buzz Lightyear in the new Toy Story. Coming up, because, you know, he was not in the previous one, Lightyear, right? I didn't see that. That's the movie where everybody got upset because there was a kiss between two women. Okay, so Tim Allen returns as the voice of Buzz Lightyear. Here he's talking about men are pigs? What? More male bashing? Tim.
You women will agree, right? Men are pigs, right? Yeah, it's just too bad we own everything. I'm kidding. My mom raised 7 boys, 2 girls. She always called us pigs. You little pigs. You little red-butted primate little monkey pigs. Don't speak to your mother. You grunt like the pigs you are. My mother figured that's how men should talk. It's true. You don't think your old man grunts? Give him a steak. Honey, you like that? My mom said the only reason men are alive is for lawn care and vehicle maintenance. Oh, is that true? Yeah. I know it's true. I got a new lawn tractor. Yeah. Got the John Deere 160. Oh, yeah. 11 horse, twin cylinder. 42-inch blade, rear bagger. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's got headlights in case I want to mow it at night. I have that option, yeah.
Wow. Speaking about great comedians, I mean, Tim Allen's okay, but my favorite classic of all time, I think everybody would agree, would be George Carlin. Here he is talking about a disgusting thing that comes out of our body. No, it's not that.
Snot is universal. There are some things that work in comedy because they're universal, because they're things we all definitely know about, man. But we don't always talk about. Snot is way down the list of priorities, man, if you ever hear. Invariably, if you find yourself talking about snot to a friend, there are some other topics you've missed. First of all, snot is the original rubber cement, right? Thumb and forefinger, heavy friction, try to toss one away. They won't go. You gotta wait. You gotta put it in your other hand and dirty up your fingers. Imagine if snot was fluorescent. Day-glow mucus. Where are you gonna put a fluorescent snot, man? We gotta go down to the head shop and wipe it on a poster.
The great George Carlin, disgusting. Snot. Let's not talk about snot anymore. It's disgusting. No more snot.
I feel terrible. I hate flu season. Does anybody have any tissue? No, this really sucks. I'm so clogged I can't breathe. I got a never-ready nose. I just keep blowing and blowing and blowing. I can't smell roses because my nose is filled with snot, snot, snot. I have a bad flu, but what can I do with my snot, snot, snot? I can sneeze and it comes out. I spray it all about. I tried some Benadryl, but my nose is still filled. I'm gonna... and then I'll... Now there's a spot, spot, spot. Made of snot, snot, snot.
Have I disgusted you? Really? Have I reached that peak where you're totally disgusted? Don't worry. I see Sonny posted his Urban Dictionary term of the day. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, I'm very happy. I think you could tell Perry Stone is in a very good mood. And you know why? Because you folks in Illinois, specifically Chicago, the city that has crime, nobody's doing anything about it. People can't walk the streets. The criminals are emboldened. Terrible murders. I mean, it's like a little Beirut. Actually, it's a large Beirut, if you will. So the mayor, who I always make fun of because she looks like Beetlejuice, Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Yes, she lost in an election. They ousted her. There she is, Beetlejuice Lightfoot. And of course, she came out today, and what did she say? Now, again, she put down the police force. She wouldn't let some white reporters ask her questions. She only wanted African-American reporters. She has a long history. She did nothing about the crime. She blamed the business people for not taking care of their establishments by hiring security people. I mean, the list goes on. But the bottom line is the crime is so horrible in Chicago. Finally, the people woke up, and they ousted her yesterday. So what did she say about it? Well, when you lose, you have to go to the race card. That's right. She came out and said it was due to her color. It was due to her gender. It was due to her sexuality, because she is lesbian. That's the reason she lost. Now, mind you, they voted her in. They had no problem voting her in. And we're not judging a person on the character or the job that she has done. No. The reason she was ousted this time, because suddenly people in Illinois got all racist and homophobic. That was her. I mean, what a piece of you-know-what. No, you lost because you suck. That's why. So I celebrate your loss. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Sing it with me. Yes, I never want to see that face again. Now I won't even see the new Beetlejuice movie. Yeah, look at that thing. I'm sorry, folks. Looks aren't anything, and I love women, but this may be the only women I would not sleep with. This would be the only woman I would not sleep with. Yeah. And there's just something about her. She's just, oof. Sorry. All right, let's see what else here. Now, somebody evidently caught me. I was vacationing the other day, and somebody took a photo. You see, the paparazzi is always following Perry Stone. Yeah, a man can't even have a nice swim in the Pacific with his blow-up doll without somebody taking a photograph. Gosh darn it. All this bad stuff happens to me. There I am. Let's say a prayer. Say a prayer for my blow-up doll. Actually, somebody thought that was me. It looks nothing like me. Yes, he's bald. What, every bald man looks like Perry Stone? That is disgusting. That's discrimination. He doesn't have a goatee, the dude. How could that be me? And plus, I would not have a blow-up doll. Sorry. There I am, cutie pie. And what else here? Somebody said this is, I love Ohio. Welcome, President Trump, and you know what to Joe Biden. That's East Palestine, Ohio, where nobody gives a crap about those people. But yeah, we'll spend trillions of dollars on Ukraine and give the people pensions. Yeah. Do you get pensions, America? No, you don't. The government doesn't give you pensions. People of Ukraine. Now, I feel sorry for the people of Ukraine, but my God, trillions and trillions every year to Ukraine. A country practically no American can point out on a map. But we can't take care of our own here. Anyway, I'm sorry I had to throw that in there, folks. It's just me. All right, we shall return in the next couple of minutes. Coming up, we'll have the Urban Dictionary term of the day. Donna sent me a couple of songs. This was an interesting one she sent. This goes off the beaten track a little bit. Remember Kool and the Gang? She sent me Kool and the Gang. It's ladies' night, baby. Yeah, well, it is the first day of Women's History Month, so what the hell? It's apropos. Kool and the Gang.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a night. It's ladies' night, and girl, the feeling's good. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. It's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Lady, oh, single baby. Mama, yeah. If you hear any noise, it ain't the boys, it's ladies' night. Gonna step on ladies' night, stepping on ladies' night. Gonna step on ladies' night, stepping on ladies' night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh what a night. Oh what a night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh, yeah.
That is the first time, I think, since we started this show that we've ever played Kool and the Gang. Very, very interesting. You remember that? Did they do that song, Jungle Boogie, Booty Booty, Get Down, Jungle Boogie, Walk? You don't hear that song on the radio. I wonder why. You don't hear it anymore. Not that I haven't heard it in years, since I was a young tyke. I remember that. Jungle Boogie, Booty Booty, Get Down, Jungle Boogie. Oh, come on. It was a good song. Was that Kool and the Gang? Somebody look it up. I don't know. Well, since it is the first day of Women's History Month, here's an interesting story. As they're celebrating in Australia, a woman is accused of trying to run over her boyfriend when he asked for one of her French fries. Can I have a French fry? No, I'm going to run you over now. What the F?
Yeah. I asked for a chip out of a half chicken and chips salad pack she had. I thought she was finished. Yeah, I shouldn't have asked for the chip. Yeah, she came straight at me. I just jumped straight over into her. It wasn't much of a jump, but yeah, straight over into a bit of a lane there. And she just impaled the Subaru.
All right, yes. She ran the boyfriend over because he took one of the French fries. Oh, boy. Fasten your seatbelts. Here comes Cosmic. How you doing, Cosmic? What's going on?
Is this Perry's disco joint?
Yes, it is. You discoed when you were a young lad, weren't you? Didn't you disco a little bit?
Oh, hell yeah. I came along right during the whole height of all that good stuff. You daggone Skippy I did.
Did you have bell bottoms? Did you have an afro like I did? Did you have long hair? What?
Oh, I had long hair. Yeah, I used to wear the three-piece suits and all that good stuff with those old disco shirts. You know, you bought different color three-piece suits, and you could, wear whatever colored shirt you want. Those old polyester shirts.
Yeah. You see, I don't mind disco music. Some of it I kind of like. I mean, I absolutely adore the Bee Gees Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
Oh, Earth, Wind and Fire, and Ohio Players, and all that. Hey, I could be at a disco club on a Friday night and a rock and roll club on a Saturday night. You know, you had to you had to be a little versatile back in those days, Barry.
Yeah, no. But then again, you know what happened to disco? It died because all of a sudden this tremendous music it wasn't called classic rock back then, but all this tremendous rock was produced, and it kind of knocked out disco. I'm talking like Boston and Florida.
Yeah, but then the radio stations got all miscommunicated, right? And you couldn't I mean, it's like, I don't know, you kind of got drawn into disco, then you listened to a little bit of this, or if you want to call it contemporary or whatever, then next thing you know, you just supposed to have a classic rock and roll thing, and then you started going, and then as you got older, then the heavy metal and then all the alternative and all that good stuff, and you kind of learn to adjust,
Interesting.
And Southern rock and all that good stuff, and I kind of grew to like it. There's certain things I just couldn't get into.
I understand. To each his own. That's okay, but I think disco had its mark. I know people poo-poo it. I mean, Casey and the Sunshine Band. That was a good band.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, look, hey, Perry, back in 81 and most of 82, I lived in Southwest Miami, Florida, so actually shook hands with Mr. Bob Marley. I actually just by accident, I met him at Coconut Grove.
Wow, that's fascinating. So what was Bob Marley like?
There's a place called Monty Trainer's Raw Oyster Bar. It's at a big marina in Coconut Grove, and he just happened to be performing down there, and I just happened to be there, and I was actually at the bar, and I was like elbowing with him. I shook hands with him, and this was like 6 months before he died.
Wow. So what was he like? What did he say to you? What was it? Just a passing hello? How are you?
He was up there getting a drink, and I mean, I knew who he was, and it's like I had to take a second look, and anyway, and I'd heard when I walked up, I'd heard what I thought was reggae music and stuff and everything, and then I overheard somebody else talking about Marley and stuff, as I was like approaching the bar, and I'm thinking Marley. And then this guy walks up, with the dreads and everything, and it's like I look, and then I take a second look, and I'm thinking that's Bob Marley, and then it all struck me, it was Bob Marley.
Did he offer you a joint, bong hit, or something?
No, but after I got settled in there, I mean, it's like this was like back in like you said, it was like the fall of '82, and it became like obvious, I mean, people were smoking weed and shit and what have you.
Right. Interesting. All right. Well, that was a fascinating story.
But we talked, and I said, Mr. Marley, and he said it would be, and in a Jamaican accent, and I shook his hand, and I said, well, it's an honor to meet you, or something. I think that's what I said. And I said, I just showed up. I said, I've lived here only a year or so, and I said I didn't expect to meet you here, and here I'm like 25 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and he was glad to meet you, and all this stuff, and we just talked a little bit, and it was like, it caught me off guard, totally off guard.
Wow, that's fascinating. Well, good story there.
And another thing, when I was living there, because living down in Cutler Ridge where I lived, I was only 35 minutes, roughly, no more than 40 from Key Largo, and I was down there hanging out. And I ran into Jimmy Buffett down there by accident. He was hanging out down there when he was doing benefit concerts for Save the Manatee.
Wow.
And I just happened at the Unwinder in Key Largo, Florida, ran into Jimmy Buffett. I talked to him personally, shook hands with him down there.
Wow, look at you, hobnobbing with the celebrities, our little roving celebrity man.
By accident, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Just certain things I've encountered in my lifetime, there, Perry.
Well, that's
But
nice.
anyway, hey, so anyway, happy Hump Day to you, there, Perry.
Happy Hump Day to you too, Cosmic. All right, I gotta run. Yes, one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I'm thinking about song request here. We've been talking about Marley.
Okay.
But I'm kind of feeling like all right now. So I don't know about what that by Free, Doug Rogers and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave it up to you. Hey, you can if you want to play a little tribute to good old Bob. If you want to, I'm kind of jamming here.
All right.
We'll do that. If you want to do jamming or all right now, I'll let you make the choice.
I will. But thank you so much for calling in with the wonderful stories. I love you, Cosmic. Have a good day. I love you. Give me a kiss.
Love you too.
Give me a kiss.
Bye-bye.
No kiss? All right. Wow. I wonder what Bob Marley's reaction if he met Cosmic at the bar. Bob Marley's probably stoned out of his mind going, who is this guy? I thought I was stoned. Ooh, that guy is stoned, man. Ooh. Yeah. All right, I'll try to find some Bob Marley for Cosmic. In the meantime, he also met Jimmy Buffett. This goes out to you, Cosmic. Jimmy Buffett.
Have to amend my carnivorous habits. Can't believe what I heard yesterday. I guess meat that they freeze had some disease. Never gave a thought to how cattle were raised. So last night I was hungry for something to eat, some kind of delicious beef. And when I took a bite, was surprised to see these little guys inside my meat. It was a cheeseburger with parasites, ordered up fresh with an onion slice. Not what I expected, it's not what I like. It was a cheeseburger with parasites.
There was no reason to play that. I just did it.
I usually have these introductions, but for this one, I just could not think of a reason to have this song fit what we're doing. Sometimes there's just no reason. 1, 2, 3, 4.
never tell me the truth.
Yes, I do.
There's never been any reason for me to think about you, yeah. There's never been any reason. There's never been any reason. Yeah. There's never been any reason. Save my life from going down for the last time. Woman with a sweet loving better than a one night. Yeah. Bring a good feeling and you had it such a long time. Save my life from going down for the last time. Save my life from going down for the last time. Yeah, yeah. Save my life from going down for the last time. Save my life from going down for the last time. Save my life from going down for the last time. One more. Save my life from going down for the last
Great song from Head East, Never Been Any Reason. All right, I did find some Bob Marley for Cosmic. See what I do for you? I'm like your waiter here, serving up the hits, folks. All right, I have to serve up today's Urban Dictionary. You guys on the chat already see it, but for those in India and Russia, hello, Vladimir Putin. And President Xi in China, I know you're viewing. This is how we do it in the United States. I'm watching both of you, particularly you, President Xi. You keep those balloons where you keep them in China. Don't put them over here. We'll shoot them down. No, we won't. We're kind of like pussies right now. But you just wait. Election is coming up in 2024. Yeah, we'll see. Somebody's going to get you for all these things. And COVID, too, bastards. Now we learned it was actually produced in a Chinese lab, the Wutan lab, right? Wu-Tang, wasn't that a rapper band? Wu-Tang Clan, maybe the Wu-Tang Clan band produced the COVID. I don't know. Let's do today's Urban Dictionary. Quiet, please. Hide the kids. Get them out of the room quickly. Scoot, scoot, scoot. From Sunny, today's Urban Dictionary thingamajiggy is the Alabama pigeon drop. It's a sexual escapade involving three members, one of which dresses in a giant pigeon suit. Two of the members will participate in any form of casual sex, while the third member, dressed in the giant pigeon suit, defecates on the other two members while in the act of sex. It is also common for the third member to be screaming at the top of their lungs, making various bird noises while making stool on the other two members. I think I'm kind of speechless after that one. The Alabama pigeon drop, folks. Try that one if you dare. No, thank you. That is today's Urban Dictionary term of the day. Only you, Sonny. That is one of the more disgusting things. But I guess to each his own. If it's adults and they're doing these things and everyone complies, then who are we to judge what gets people off these days? I'm so freaking normal. Who thinks of these things? Who actually... It's like the guy earlier in the show who decided, you know what, it's a nice day. I'm going to go get a pigeon and stick my junk in the seagull's beak. Who thinks, here's something. Yeah, we're going to get a bird costume and we get some people over, 3 people, and we're going to just shit on everybody. Yeah, and we'll call it the Alabama Pigeon Drop. Poor Alabama. They get such a bad rap. There have been a number of Alabama Urban Dictionary phrases. Haven't there been? Alabama always gets it. Why not West Virginia? Mississippi? Things of that nature. All right, this, sometimes I know I kind of get on millennials' cases and the youth of America, but occasionally I see something that restores my faith that maybe the future isn't so bleak. I saw this, somebody sent it to me, and talk about a young talent here. Love to watch the young talent. Here she is. Interesting. That was very good. Yeah, I like it. Very good. Bill Duff says I have a terrible echo going. Is that true? Let me know if that is true. Do I have an echo? I don't know how to fix an echo. He also says, come on, Perry, some things don't need to be heard. I don't know what that means. Like the Urban Dictionary, you're blaming me for that? Blame Sonny for that. I don't know. I don't know what Bill's probably stoned. What can I tell you? I don't know. But I do want to know if there is a terrible echo there. What the hell's going on? All right, now, this I thought is fascinating. A lot of folks have these Ring bells and cameras and catching people in the act of maybe stealing off the porch or whatnot. But it's fascinating. This one, just take a look. Just wait for this, okay? Watch this.
Let's go! Let's go! Birthday!
Wow.
Oh my God! Get back! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wow. Jeez. The bear rings the bell. Oh, well, that's a drunk night. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, can you throw it in there?
Wow. Oh, watch this. This is one of my favorites right here. What's that coming down? What? A little tire. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. We're back in a second. I guess we're having some technical, and you're hearing some echoes here. Interesting. Pete Jenkins, I echo here, and there's a bit of a bass rumble. What the hell is bringing this on? I don't know. I'll check it out. Listen to it. I don't know what else I can do here. You know, I could fix a lot of things. I don't know what's happening. Maybe somebody's coming into our show here and doing some wacky things. I've never had an echo problem on the show, and I never have. Well, sometimes the bass can be turned up a little, depending on the videos and the music there. because every recording session, as you know, is different. So I'm in an echo right now. Huh. No, Pete Jenkins says no echo here. I echo here, no echo. I don't know. Anyway, what can I tell you? It's, you know, again, in my headphones, it sounds fine, but when I listen, I do admit, I mentioned this is why I need your help on so many different levels. When I play back, sometimes I will notice some things that I need to fix. It's just one of those things, folks. And it could be our software restream. Maybe they're having some technical difficulties. I don't know. Anyway, for Cosmic, he met Bob Marley, as you just heard minutes ago, at a bar, and he requested some. And Elizabeth Larney has I echo here. So Elizabeth Larney's has echo. So some people have echo and the others do not. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. I'll have to listen to it, you know, when I get off the air. All right, here we go. Hopefully it'll go away. Bob Marley jamming.
Ain't no rules, ain't no vows, we can do it anyhow. Ain't no rules, ain't no vows, we can do it anyhow. I and I will see you through. 'Cause every day we pay the price with his love and sacrifice. Jamming till the jamming's through. We're jamming. I wanna jam it with you. Jamming, jamming. And I hope you like a jamming too. No one can stop us now. Neither beg, no, we won't bow. Neither can be bought nor sold. We all defend the rights. Chat, your children must unite. Life is worth much more than gold.
I don't like that version. I'm sorry, I don't like that version. I want to. Thank you. All right, she's dead. The woman is dead. You know, that's overkill. Oh my God. It's Chicago. All right, let's do this version. Hopefully this will be a lot better. I don't know, I just didn't like it. Didn't like her attitude.
Extra.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I need some reggae, man. It's not smooth jazz.
Ain't no rules, ain't no vow. We can do it anyhow. I and
that's what I'm talking about. Little jammin' man, Bob Marley. Good for the soul. I need something for my soul. Yes. I'd like to put a vote in for Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters for president. Yes. This guy is a good dude. I'm saying. He's just a regular dude. I like him a lot. I love the Foo Fighters. But this guy is always doing nice things for humanity. He made it big. And so he spent, not one, not two, but 16 hours feeding the homeless. Pot roast, barbecue, all those things. I mean, 16 hours. That's a good dude. That's what I'm talking about. That's who we need. I'm not sure he'd ever run for president, but, you know, a good soul, man, that cares about the people, not like the douchebags that we have in Washington that are just ruining the country. This would be, but of course, anybody that runs for politics starts off as a nice person and then they become evil. But props to Dave Grohl, 16 hours straight feeding the homeless. There you go. You know, he's a big celebrity. You don't have to do that. It's a good job, man. Good job. All right, now in Florida, hello to Mark Southworth. You may be noticing porta potties are all over the place, on the lawn, on the top of roofs, everything. What the hell's going on in Florida with all these porta potties? Something smells. Yes, chit happens. That's right.
I thought it'd be gone in, probably a week or two. I knew they probably had a lot of them all over the place, but
5 months later, porta potties are still sitting in people's yards in Cape Coral. They were blown all over the place in Hurricane Ian, and the city says they can't touch them if they're on your property.
NBC2's Trent Bennett is in southwest Cape Coral tonight, uncovering who's responsible for cleaning up the outhouses.
You probably expect to see porta potties like this one at construction sites in Cape Coral. But this one on Southwest 47th Street shouldn't be here. And the people who live in the neighborhood say they've been trying to find somebody to come and take it away.
Since Hurricane Ian.
Well, that's how long Kevin Lentz and his neighbors on Southwest 47th Street have been living next to a porta potty that popped up during Ian. They've called the city, they've called the company whose name is on the door.
I kind of gave up.
Some neighbors, like Margaret Koenig, see it, but are confused why it's even there.
I said, I don't know where it came from. I said, I don't know who would have put a porta potty on their front lawn.
I thought it'd be gone in, probably a week or two. I knew they probably had a lot of them all over the place, but
Lentz's home is one of the two on the block that were built when Ian hit.
I'm sure it came from one of these homes right here.
All throughout the Cape, where there's new construction, there are porta potties. So it makes sense that's where this one came from.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's definitely from these two homes.
Lentz doesn't believe this porta potty was from his yard, but says 5 months after the storm, the nuisance shouldn't be in his neighborhood.
We've called numerous times, called the porta potty company, and no one seems to care or want to come out to take care of it.
The city says unless the porta potty ends up in a canal or is in the road, it's the company listed on the door who is responsible for removing it.
Well, I have a thought here. If you've called the porta potty people and they're not coming to retrieve their equipment, as you just heard the reporter, take the porta potty, throw it in the street, put it in the river, whatever you have to do, and they'll get their asses in gear. That is crazy, man. Crazy. Ugh. Porta potties, they're so disgusting. I know they're necessary at concerts and ball games, but man, it's like an episode, it's like the movie Saw. You walk in there, man, it is just, and I feel so sorry for you ladies. I've said it before. Guys, they could just stand up and pee all over the porta potty when they're inside. They don't care. I don't care. It's disgusting in there. But you go in there, you look at the toilet, oh my God, that's what hell looks like. I'm sorry. All right, let's do some more music news. Ozzy Osbourne, some claim he's not healthy, but he wants to put those rumors to bed.
Everyone's going to be wanting to know what's with the touring thing.
Well, I've been working my guts out to try and get back on my feet, and I come to the point, and my Sharon said to me, "You know what? The truth of the matter, you can't keep booking tours and failing."
Right. Right, and yeah.
So I don't. If I can ever get back to where I can tour again, fine.
Right.
But right now, if you said to me, can you go on the road in a month? I couldn't say yes. I mean, if I could tour, I'd tour. But right now, I can't book tours because right now, I don't think I could pull them off.
Right. And medically, you just don't know how you're going to be. I mean, everyone's like, oh my God, Ozzy's retiring. And I knew it wasn't that.
This press could drive you nuts. I mean, I looked in a magazine that Ozzy's on his last legs. I'm not dying.
Well, I'm sitting next to him, and he's definitely not on his last legs. He's on the same pair of legs that he's had since I've known him.
Come on, guys. Haven't had it bad enough already?
Right.
You gotta love the man. Ozzy Osbourne says he's okay. He's not dying. He's just okay. I mean, yeah, he's got some health issues and whatnot. Don't we all? For crying out loud, give the man some props. How about Dave Grohl, president, Ozzy VP, or the other way around? I don't care. God bless you, Ozzy. tight. Ozzy Osbourne, of course, the master. And Over the Mountain. Hello, Double D. I'm not talking about her breasts. I've never seen them, but maybe she has double Ds. I'm not sure. Hello there, Danielle Dameron. We just got another trophy. You guys are chatting up a storm from Restream. Over 100 messages today. Isn't that wonderful? I'm not worthy. All right, we remember Charlie Sheen, 2.5 Men. And he liked his hookers back in the day and cocaine. Isn't it amazing how things change? Yeah. The reason I say this is because, he's all pissed off that his daughter is now, I guess, performing on this adult site called OnlyFans. Okay? He didn't want her to do it. Now, mind you, this guy would be getting hookers. He'd use hookers and have orgies and blow parties and everything. And I imagine, I don't know this for a fact, I'm sure that growing up, the daughter watched the dad go through all these things. So now she's performing on OnlyFans. So here we go. This is Sammy Sheen, Charlie's daughter. Now, look, she seems kind of cute. She's making some dough, obviously. But again, I'm going to say this, and I mean this wholeheartedly. I don't know. I'm not completely attracted to this. I think she's way too thin. This is what happens when you get too thin. And I know our society, we're really obsessed with women being thin. And I guess to some extent guys too. But to me, she needs meat on her bones, this poor gal. She looks emaciated. I could see her bones. Look at her stomach. I could see her ribs. I'm just being honest with you. Because I guess this, becomes a little bit of an issue here. I don't know. Sonny says she's not too thin. Well, I don't know. I disagree. To me, no. I couldn't have this woman. If she knocked on the door, I'd say no. Go back. Go back to daddy. Maybe she's doing too much cocaine. You lose weight. Believe me. When you do a lot of cocaine, you lose weight. You don't eat. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I think she's perfect, my brother. You Lizzo lover. No, I'm not. Now, Lizzo's the other side. Now, she's a little bit too heavy. It's like Goldilocks. This one's too thin. This one's too big. I want one that's just right. We're obsessed with this thing. Really? Okay, so Sonny thinks that she's perfect. Just look. Who agrees? I would feel I would break her in two. Because, when I get popping, man, there's no stopping, if you know what I mean. Nah, man, I don't know. No, way too thin. She doesn't have any breasts, for crying out loud. There's nothing there.
Karen Carpenter heads. Now there's a nightclub tailor-made for you. It's Twigs. Twigs with a 6-inch by 6-inch party floor. Yeah, it's the thinnest dance floor in the country. Twigs with a free bucket of Twinkies, chicken, ho-hos, beef jerky, subs, bratwurst. And when you're done eating, no time to waste. You want to get back out there on the dance floor, so use your empty bucket. Twigs. Sorry, no one over 70 pounds admitted.
I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation.
All right, now let's take you from Charlie Sheen's daughter to Miss America 2016. She does some singing impressions. Her name is Betty Maxwell. So here we go.
Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green.
I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in love after love?
Don't be offended by my frank analysis. Think of it as personality dialysis.
I try tried to scream, but my head was underwater. They don't deserve you. Hit me like a ray of sun, burning through the darkest night. It sounded like somebody else who was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy. They'll be nice to you.
Not bad. Hey, I didn't recognize some of the artists you were saying. I know the Dolly Parton and Reba. Wow, that's Miss America 2016, ladies and gentlemen. Betty Maxwell, her name, doing some impressions. All right. Now, this woman decided she was going to sell meth out of an ice cream truck. You can't make this stuff up. Ice cream, meth, ice cream, meth. Mom, I need some
Police
meth.
say they found methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia among melted ice cream in an out-of-commission ice cream truck. Detectives say they've received tip that the owner of Tammy's Ice Cream and Sweet Treats was selling drugs from the vehicle. The owner, 42-year-old Tamisha Morin, faces drug possession charges and multiple traffic violations. Police say they do not believe any children were exposed to the drugs since the truck had been out of commission for several months.
Well, I hope not, for crying out loud. Well, that's capitalism, entrepreneurialism. Get your ice cream and meth. Mom, can't I have some meth? No meth? You have to have your dinner, Perry, before you have your meth. Oh, Mom!
Dedicated one little lady. Oh, summertime's here, babe. Need something to keep you cool. Oh, summertime's here, babe. Need something to keep you cool. Better look out now, 'cause T's got something for you. Tell you what it is. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. All the time I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I said all my favors are guaranteed to satisfy. Hold on, boys. I got one my banana Dixie cup. All my favors are push-ups too. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I said all my favors are guaranteed to satisfy. One more time. I said I'm usually passing by just around 11 o'clock. I never stop. I usually passing by just around 11 o'clock. But if you let me cool you one time, I'll be your regular stop. Hold on, boys. I got one mama need a Dixie cup. All my flavors and the push-ups too. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I said all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I said all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Come on, y'all, satisfy. 'Cause I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I said all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Come on, y'all, show. I'm your ice cream man. I'm your ice cream man. But baby,
Very nicely done, gentlemen. Ice Cream Man, of course, Van Halen. That's from the first album, I believe, right? Yes. Talking to myself. No, I'm talking to you. How are you? Whew, it's been a hell of a show. Very, very busy show today. And that's good. I like it when it's busy. I do. I don't know why. It just nonstop. Let's see what this is all about. Some people sent me some TikTok videos. Thank you, China. What the hell is this? Hang on a second. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, okay. I think I remember this one. Alrighty. Kids are so cute, I'll tell you, especially when they're dealing with junk. Superheroes. Now, I'm sorry. You know, when I was growing up, I would... You're meeting your superheroes, okay? Who is that, the Power Rangers? Of all the things the kid decides he's going to feel his junk. Really? That's not nice, young man. Power Rangers. God almighty. I mean, I met Batman. It wasn't the real Batman. My kid was, I was a kid. I wouldn't go up to Batman and grab his junk. Robin, maybe. I'm just kidding. Batgirl. All right, now, this, I guess somebody did it. Donna Nasty Barger sent this to me. This is President Zelensky of Ukraine. You know, we're spending trillions of dollars. That's right. And there is Joe Biden. I think this was done to Bugs Bunny cartoon. So very creative stuff going on out there. Let's see.
Okay, Monk, start collecting. Here comes the...
And that's exactly...
Now. Money.
Yeah, everybody gets a pension. You get a pension. You get a pension. Not here in the United States. Now, I understand there's a war going on, but give me a break. All right, now what is this all about? Let me check this out here. Oh, Lord almighty, no, you're not going to go there. Yes, you are.
And every day's a dream when I'm carrying your love with me.
You see? That was...
And every day's a dream when I'm carrying your love with me.
Disgusting male chauvinist pigs today. And sent to me on the first day of Women's History Month. I'm telling you, men are pigs. All right, now we have, look at this, folks. This is another woman trying out for the new Perry Stone Adult Gentlemen's Club. I don't know if I like her. Let's see.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A girl like you should wear a woman. It's dangerous. I'm falling. There's no escape. I can't wait to meet it. It's dangerous. I'm not a...
I'll get back to you, honey. I'm not sure if you have what it takes to be on the Perry Stone poll, the Adult Gentlemen's Club. Just don't know. I'll get back to you. Yeah. All right, let's see what else was sent my way here. Crazy, interesting videos. Yeah, that's one of, I guess, 150 groups I'm a part of, sending out my reels to the world here. This was, I think this is Donna Nasty Barger on Drunk Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this was her. She was looking for that extra bottle of Hennessy. Oh, I could watch this all day. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. All right, what else? else here. And coming up, speaking about nasty, we have the debut of the Main Squeeze, Zeppelin's Dazed and Confused, coming in. What in the world?
Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Good, spitting up over yourself. Yes. You okay there, guy? Yeah. You know, in my day, the only things we put up our nose was cocaine. That is just what. All right. Is it one joint enough? Really? You got to stick that up your nose? Okay. I'll have to make a reel out of that one. That's good. All right. Let's just. There's another process. Let me take all these joints and shove them up my nose. So good. All right, the debut. We love this band, the Main Squeeze. I have not even previewed this. Donna sent it to me early this morning. They do they go Pink Floyd. They'll do, the Allman Brothers, and now they're doing Led Zeppelin. Here we go, a classic. You know it, Dazed and Confused, like that guy. Yeah. Here we go.
For so long, it's not true. Wanting a woman never bargained for you. Lots of people talking, few of them. Soul of a woman was created for love. Telling all of your life. Run round, sweet baby, Lord, how they hypnotize. Sweet little baby, I don't know where you've been. Gonna get you, baby. Here I come just where you've been. Sweet little baby, I'm on you.
damn. You guys deserve a drink or something after that. I love the whole thing was majestic, but at the end, I didn't expect, I didn't preview that at all. Donna sent that to me this morning. I love they went into a little cashmere at the end. That was awesome. They are a tremendous band. I only hope, my wish as I'm listening to that, is that Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, would listen to that. So, I hope somebody tells them. I wonder what their impression and their opinion would be of that song, because, Led Zeppelin is one of the best of all time. You have to be good to do a cover of Led Zeppelin. Now, everybody does Led Zeppelin. If they're rock and roll bands, some do a good job, some not so much, but that goes to another level there. They are amazing. As I mentioned, they do Allman Brothers. We saw them at Red Rocks with War Pigs, Black Sabbath. They are tremendous. So thanks a lot, Nasty. That is a keeper. That is a keeper. And yes, that is a song about an acid trip, which I have never been part of. I know some of you have, and that's fine. It was never actually presented to me growing up. I guess it was the time where I lived. Back in the 80s, the big drug was cocaine and, of course, pot and all that stuff. I know, I'm showing my age when I call it pot. I'm not even supposed to call it pot or weed. It's technically cannabis. Yes. Anyway, I saw this is very interesting. There's a chain on social media where people are talking about the little things that make them irrationally angry. Think about the little things that make you angry, makes you irrationally angry. And here are the best ones that I saw. See if you agree with this, and then maybe you can add as to what little thing upsets you. When the motion sensor on a paper towel dispenser doesn't work, when people speed up when you signal a lane change. Why do people do that? You know why? Because they're insulted. They're saying, what, I'm going too slow? Well, here you go. Poo-poo on you. People who BS an answer instead of admitting they don't know something. Yeah, I don't like that. Headphone cords getting snagged and yanking and what's caught in it. Yeah, I don't have a problem with these things. People who don't pick up after their dogs. Social media pranks that are just people wasting food. Okay, these are little irrational things that make people angry. People cutting in line or letting several of their friends cut in line. Yeah, that's rude. Someone who won't text, who calls and leaves a vague voicemail like saying, call me back, I need to talk to you about something. Really? That makes you angry? Irrationally angry? People who don't return their shopping carts at grocery stores. Somebody said, did a study about that, a psychiatrist, that people who do not return their shopping carts at grocery stores are mean-spirited individuals, that there's something wrong with them. Not my study, but a psychiatrist did a study. I remember reading about it. YouTube recommending videos that don't start with the first one of the series. Really, they do that? Yeah, that's my number one angry, irrational, angry thingamajiggy. That's right. When they take me off the air without explaining why, like community violations of spam and deceptive practices, but I don't know how or why. That's what gets me irrationally angry. When people tell you to do something as you already have done it. Or no, I'm sorry, when people tell you to do something as you're already doing it at the time. All right. The buzzing of a fly's wings, that is annoying, especially in the summertime. Or when you're sleeping, that's the worst. When you take a bite of a sandwich and all the fixings slip out the back. It's happening, you just put it back in. Oh, this is one. When people talk in baby voices, there's nothing more irritating. When you're out to dinner and adults are doing that thing. Yes, welcome, look at you. Who's your daddy? You love me? I love you too back. That is bad. That does get on my nerves. It doesn't happen very often, but I have heard that out in public. Why would you even do that in public? Do you love me? I love you too so much. That's when you just want to go. Curtailing the violence, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're back with Stonehead News in just a couple of moments, so stick around. Did you ever do a bad thing? Did you? I bet you have. I've done a lot of bad things. It'll be in the Radio Days book forthcoming in the next couple of months. A shameless promotion, Perry. Oh, you're terrible. They did a bad thing. Sometimes being bad is pretty good. I'll leave it at that. Yes. All right, you ready to be informed, Stonehead Nation? Let's do it.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News. Reporting tonight, Perry Stone.
Let's see what's happening. Here's what's going on. Experts recommend drugs and surgery to stop obesity in kids. Of course, the safer option would be to make them do a sit-up, but, you know, America. A stomach bug is spreading across the United States. So if you begin vomiting and you're not looking at Caitlyn Jenner topless, see a doctor as soon as possible, please. Laguna Beach. Now, we mentioned this yesterday. Laguna Beach, California, has banned balloons in public, so I guess Sofia Vergara won't be sunbathing there anymore. Oh, terrible sexism. Today is National Pig Day, as I mentioned. Pigs are extremely smart. Did you know that? Pigs are very, very smart. Sadly, not smart enough to avoid being on your breakfast plate this morning. Today is World Compliment Day. I say anyone who celebrates this stupid holiday is an effing idiot. Disney may sell Hulu. Everyone at the company is desperate for cash. The Little Mermaid just opened an account on OnlyFans. That's how desperate she is. Season 3 of The Mandalorian premiered on Disney+. Pretty, I guess, timely plot. Mando and Baby Yoda go totally woke after they start a campaign to defund the Empire. Listen up, Brandon Farmer, if you're still with us. Jeff Bezos, one, if not the richest man in the world, may bid on your Washington Redskins. Excuse me, Washington Commanders. No, God dang it, it's the Redskins. Maybe he could do a name change, please, for the love. Really, Mr. Bezos, if you buy the Washington football team, could you maybe just change the name? I've got a great name for you. Yeah. Call them the Redskins. Jeff, if you're listening, viewing, buy them and get rid of that god-awful name. The Redskins. People will love you in Washington. They'll embrace you. Yes, you're going to get some backlash. There's no question about it. People will be picketing. They're going to call you every name of the book, like racist pig. But you know what? That's the fan base that'll come out and support you, Jeff Bezos. Buy the team. I say, get them back to the Redskins. You'll be hailed as a hero. That's what I would do.
Hail to the Redskins. Hail victory. Praise on the warpath. Fight for all we see.
I should rule the world, shouldn't I? And finally, for Danielle Dameron, I know she likes this. I have one mom joke, just one, to close out the show. Are you ready? Mom joke of the day. A legally blind man walked into a well because he couldn't see that well. Mom joke. There you go. And in closing, I always do this. I don't always do it, but I just, I collect these fortune cookies and little fortunes that happen here. Then I keep some of them. And I figured, I don't know, whatever. Let's see what I pulled out this one at random. This is very profound. If I could read it. When you paint with broad strokes, it's tough to draw conclusions. Wow. Dude. Yeah. All right. I love my fortune cookies. What can I tell you? All right, folks, that'll do it for me. Tomorrow, Thirsty Turds Day. I hope you'll join me, 3 to 6 p.m. We had a lot of new viewers today. I don't know why. It's just one of those things, people discovering the show. So keep your, your viral videos coming in and your memes and your music. Wow, today was just amazing, particularly that last song we played from the main squeeze, the Zeppelin, Dazed and Confused. If you discover music, send it our way. Contribute to the show. Yeah, you're all contributors with all the stuff you send. Until we meet again tomorrow, 3 to 6 p.m., I love you, Stoneheads.
Twist that knob and turn that dial. You'll find the chocolate is real in a while. There is the unemployed call on the telephone. They're such dirtbags they can't even get a loan. So sit right there and listen with me along with the good old FCC to Harry Stone. And the Stoneheads, you hear him on the radio. Harry and the Stoneheads, how far can a DJ go? Harry and the Stoneheads, Harry and the Stoneheads.
I just saw this. Sorry, Brandon Farmer says, I'm grounded until further notice for my comment yesterday about National Man's Day when I said the word henpecked. We'll explore that tomorrow. Why would you be thrown off for that? We'll check you out tomorrow, Brandon. I'd like to know further details. What the hell is that all about? See you tomorrow. I love